Good evening and welcome to Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Deborah and I am excited to have you here with me today because you could have been anywhere else. So thank you so much for joining in. So you know it's Thursday and I'm normally on here with someone, but I'm on here today just myself to finish up this three-part series that we have been working on, teen mental health at home. And I don't know how many of you, put it in the chat, are aware of all the situations that we have going on in the world with mental health, especially among our young men and young ladies. It is something that has become prevalent in the last, I'll say, I know about at least 5-6 years. And the numbers don't seem to be going down. They seem to be increasing. And so it is very essential that we learn as much as we can about the situation, reaching out to assist our young men, our young ladies, as well as those family members, educators, those people that are around that may be able to pick on some of the residual things that are going on, and so they can help head this thing off on the front end before it does too much damage. So when I saw all this information that is out there, I wanted to make sure that I shared it with Build Your Best Life. So again, we're again talking about this teen and mental health at home and diving into part 3. Of course, I do want to thank everyone for all of your engagement, for always sharing with us, being a part of this platform where we try to make sure that people are engaged, you know what's going on, those things that are impacting our loved ones and those that we work with, those that we may encounter. So I do thank you for always coming on here, praying for us, sharing, commenting, liking. Make sure that you like my Build Your Best Life Facebook page so that I will know when you are on here and you can be a part, as well as subscribing to my YouTube page, because you never know when I go out there and click on Facebook and it's not available, because how many of you know technology We got to have it, but sometimes we may look and what we need at a certain time is not there and it's not available. So we have to go with the flow. So please make sure that you subscribe to that. And I guess you say, what is she doing? Yeah, like I talk about technology. I have to give a heads up here. And of course, the technology wasn't working. I normally get that done ahead of time. But see, there it goes again. Blow out on me. Well, so I'm just going to go ahead and go on and hope somebody will hop on here. So again, we're going to doing part 3 of teen mental health at home. So today we're opening the door to a conversation, or closing the door, the conversation that we've had for 3 weeks this month, and realizing that there are some silent alarms that go off and other things that go off, but we have to be engaged and listen out for what is happening. So I want to finish out today on this topic. So I'm going to talk about some things, and I hope that it will help you and help others. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the tools that will help us or help everyone navigate through this process. Practical tools and support. Now, you need to do a daily mental check-in. So that's with everybody. You go to work, you go to organization meetings, you go to church, you go shopping, you go different places, and you may run into anything. The way people behave today, you don't know sometimes what you're going to run in. So it's good to do a mental health check. How was it? What did you encounter? How did it make you feel? Are you suffering from any residual effects today from something that happened yesterday, earlier during the week? Check in with your family members. What's bothering them? What things do maybe they need to discuss? Or maybe they're not even reaching out to discuss it, but something just doesn't look right. There's just something that's going on, and you want to try to delve in and help them to kind of like navigate through what it may be, right? So, what does that look like? Well, we often hear people talking about journaling. And a lot of times we take journaling from the point of view that that's just something that we need to do as if we're meditating or having devotion times or Bible time or whatever. But journaling can help you in so many different ways. It may be sometimes that something is bothering you. You don't want to discuss it. You don't want others to know what's going on. So how do you deal with it? Journal. Just simply journal. That will help you. Nobody has to know what's going on, what's bothering you, but you have a way of writing it down, looking over it. How bad was it? Is it something that you think you need to share with someone? Is it something that you think you want to get help doing? What is going on? Well, journaling can really, really help you. What's been bothering me lately? What's one thing I'm proud of? What do I wish someone would ask me right now that's going to maybe help me get this off my mind? Help me to understand where I may be going with it. And that's just one thing. Another one is mindfulness moments. Mindfulness moments. What do you mean by that, Deborah? Mindfulness moments. Well, yes, and I'm still trying to send out notifications. Slow down. Slow down. We are such fast pace. We have so many things on our plates, a lot of us. We're trying to do things for ourselves. We're trying to do things for family members. We're trying to help out and be that person that God would want us to be. But sometimes you got to slow down. What's really going on? Let me sit down and think about what is it that I'm doing? What is it that's more important that I need to be doing? Do I need to slow down, or do I have too many things going on in my mind? And I was laughing because it came to mind. My mom would always say to me, your head, Deborah, your head is just so little and you just have so much going on in your head. Sit down somewhere. So sometimes it gets to that you just have so much stuff going on and you need to stop and think, what is it? Is it something that I need to be dealing with? Is it something that I need to put on the back burner? Everyone has someone that's assigned to assist us. Is it something that someone else can help me with? Do I have to sit here and try to deal with it? Maybe someone else can help me. And a lot of times I found that, a lot of times we take on things and we try to do a lot of things and we'll never stop and ask for help. But there is someone that if you ask them, they would be so happy to assist. All you have to do is stop and ask. Hey, I was wondering, I'm working on something for children's church. I am working on something for Bible study. I am working on something for my job. I'm working for something in this organization that I'm a part of, Toastmasters. And this is what it entails. Do you think that you may possibly be able to help me with that? You will be surprised at the help that you can get. But you have to sometimes, again, stop. If it's not but 2 minutes, take a break. Get up, walk around. Is it something that I'm doing that I need to walk away from? And it can be something that's so simple. Many of you that know me know I love to do different types of puzzles. So I do crossword puzzles. And I can sit and I can do crossword puzzles. So I'm doing it to relax, but I'm really thinking about all those things that I have to do. And then I get to the point, why is this puzzle so hard today? But I'll walk away. And then I go back. And then it's amazing. It's like, did I look at this clue yesterday? I know the answer to that. And I'm done. But sometimes that's what it takes. Walking away, thinking about it, and just doing something a little different. Hi, Agnes, Deacon Holmes, Dan, thank you for you all for tuning in. I know I'm kind of rattling today, but I was trying to get my little after work and it doesn't want to work. So thank you for getting on here. I appreciate it. Another thing, screen breaks. Screen breaks. Now, some people, they have this in their hands most of the time. And then I have to admit, I have the iMac here. I got the laptop over here. I got the iPad right there, and I got the phone. And so I'm going from gadget to gadget. And not because I'm hyper or I don't, trying to figure out something, but I got to do some work over here. I got to do some work over here. I got to send some reminders to these people. I got to do this. But it can't be good on the eyes. And just think about your brain. Your brain is steady going. And we say our bodies need to rest. Well, how about our brains? Our brains need to rest as well. So we got our eyes moving, brain moving. You got to take some screen breaks. Walk away from it. Today is the generation of as soon as a child is, I'll say 1 year old, they got a tablet. And they know how to get on those tablets, and those little fingers are going, and they know how to find things, and they can remember their passwords, and they do all types of things. But that's all they want to do. And I don't care what age you are, because I got a 2-year-old, she wants the tablet. I have a 4-year-old, almost 5, he always wants a tablet. I have a 7, almost 8 years old, she always wants the tablet. I got one that's 10. She wants her tablet. I got one that's 12, going on 13. She got the tablet. She got the phone. So it's not any one age. And they need to take a break. Get a book. Read a book. Get a paper book. Not the book on the tablet. Get a paper book. Look at something on TV. That's another big screen, but it's not as close. Your eyes are not as strained. But get a book, do a puzzle, do something different, but take those breaks. And if you're, now the kids that I mentioned are mostly, playing the games or whatever. But when you get older, you're not only playing games, but you're also engaged with those things that impact your self-esteem, your confidence, and all of this, because you see things that people have. People think on there that people are saying that they're doing, places they're going, and then you feel like you're missing out, or they're doing things that you're not doing. You may see a group of people that they're somewhere having fun, they didn't include you, so it makes you feel some type of way. So the screen can do a whole lot of things, and that's that social media and all of that. So take those breaks. And if you just joined us, we are finishing up on the 3-part series that we've had about the mental health and things that can help you catch early or detect when something's not quite right, and things that you can do to help. And so today I'm talking about some tools that are useful. Okay. Another one is move your mood. Move your mood. Physical movement shifts energy. I'm going to say that again. Physical movement shifts energy. So if you are used to sitting down, doing whatever it is that you do, and you move to, okay, I'm going to take a break, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do something different, then you are doing something different. You're moving around. And I know because of the work that I do, all of it takes a lot of sitting and on, computer or whatever. I do have a standing desk, so I stand some, but still, I'll also take a break if I go to make my coffee. So while my coffee is making, I'm doing something silly, moving around, moving my feet, trying to get some activities. I'll take the long way around. If I got to go in my room, instead of just hitting it this way, I'll go all the way around and come around to go in my room. But any type of activity or change in what we're doing can assist. Move your mood, because if you're sitting still, even if you're sitting still and you're not doing something, where's your mind? Is your mind thinking about all your friends that they said they were going to the beach, but nobody asked you if you wanted to go? They're going to see the new Jurassic Park movie that's coming out or came out. Nobody asked you. When the Marvel movies come out, your friends go as a group, but no one asked you. Are you sitting thinking about that? You see your friend, they went to a trip, they went to New York, they went to New Orleans, they went to Hawaii. Oh, I wish I could go. So are you sitting? And because you're sitting and you're still, are you thinking about things that are bringing your mood down? They're making you feel some type way. If so, getting up and moving around may help. So move a little bit. Take a quick walk. Go out to the mailbox. Go out to the street. Walk to the corner. So even if you work from home, you can still take those breaks by taking mini walks, Let's say do push-ups. I don't know how to do push-ups, but if you're a male, you do females as well, do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks. Now I might could do some jumping jacks. And again, like it says, turn on some music, do a little dancing. I remember when I was younger, that's how I did my housework. I would turn on the stereo and I would dance and sing and do housework. So we do some of those things to move, clear your mind, stop thinking about those things that are going to bring you down, that will help with the mood. And parents, educators, whoever is listening to me, this is not just for the one that is having issues with their mind, with things that are impacting their mental health. It is for those of you who are around them, who may see them struggling and can offer them tips that will assist them. So it's not just for them. This stuff is for everyone. Another one, number 5, talk to someone who gets it. Talk to someone who gets it. Sometimes life kind of like circles around. So 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you knew someone that was having some mental health struggles. They were stressed. They were depressed. And, now they look like they have it all together. What did they do? You can go and ask them if you don't want to ask someone that's close to you. You don't want people that are very close to you to know what's going on because you think that it'll get out. They'll, gossip about it. But you can find someone else to talk about. We always talk about therapy. Some cultures, some groups of people, some families, they don't believe that you should talk to other people. You should talk to anybody. You should keep it in the house. You shouldn't see a therapist that makes you look weak. Therapists can help. So anywhere you can get help, you need to take it. So if it's someone that you feel like you can talk with at church or in a group that you're in, or a close friend, talk to them. Let them know what's going on, how you're feeling before it gets to the point where you think you got to take some pills, you got to do this, you got to do something that may harm yourself. You have people that, I forget what they call it, is it scratch yourself? You take and scratch your skin, your body all up. You want to talk with someone before you start doing things like that. So that may be something that can help you find someone that you can talk with. Someone. Okay? And even, you can even find a mentor. If you ask people, sometimes you might be someone that they don't really know you. You've seen them at church or in the neighborhood or somewhere that you're associated with. So they don't really know you. They don't know your family, but you've noticed them and you can ask them to mentor you. And if you get comfortable enough, they may be someone that you can talk to as well, but anyone that you can talk with. And I kind of talked about this one. My number 6 is music as medicine. Music as medicine. Sometimes music can take you away. Like they used to say on the commercial, Calgon, take me away. But that was taking a bath in Calgon. But you can sit and listen to music. It's the type of music that you like. And it can be whatever you like. I may not like what you like. You may not like what I like. But whatever you like might make you want to get up and dance. You might want to sing along. It might make you feel relaxed. Whatever. Go outside. Go to a park and sit. But listen to music. You can create a playlist. Your own playlist that you can listen to get you in a mood that'll make you feel better. Again, while you're doing that, kind of start to relax. You wind down. You feel calmer. Make you feel better. So anything that can take you from that being tense, being angry, feeling some type way, feeling that the world is against you, somebody is out to get you, whatever can negate those type feelings and put you in a better place. That is what you want to try. Okay. And number 7, create something. Anything. You draw, sketch, color. People get the different calming sounds, the what do you call it, white music. So they have the sounds of rain. Is that something that calms you down? Bird sounds, little nature like crickets or something like that. You have these people that teach you how to draw. You go to these little places you can go to in the mall, or you can do it in a group. I think the first one they had was you drank wine and did it, but they have a lot of different kinds now. But you can actually draw. Someone walks you through it, and you got to listen to that person that's talking, so your mind's not going to be on the negative things. So you can try doing that. People paint shoes. They find things online, start making little simple jewelry. Anything that's therapeutic. What makes you feel freer? They have the little pencils. You can buy different colors to do. They have, I'm saying stay away from the screen, but of course they have, the coloring that you can do, the apps for that. And to me, that's relaxing because they have some beautiful pictures that you can do. They have puzzles as well. But anything that you can create, that's something that you can do. If you know how to knit, you know how to sew, you know how to braid hair. I mean, if you concentrate on braiding somebody's hair, that probably will relax you for a couple hours. So do something that is fun for you. And listen to these tools. Share this information with someone that you think it will help them. And again, not everyone likes to think about getting professional help, but sometimes some people will need professional help, and you have to do what you have to do. So if you're noticing a loved one, someone that's close, definite mood changes in their mood, changes in behavior, changes in sleeping patterns, eating patterns. They were I'll say a healthy weight, a weight that looked nice on them, but all of a sudden they've lost all their weight. They're almost down to nothing, or the opposite. What's going on? Sometimes people can, say things that to me, that someone might look fine, because everybody's skeleton is not the same size. We got small skeletons, medium, large, extra large. So everybody's not going to look the same or look good the same size. But some people don't have sense enough to keep their mouth closed and say, did you gain weight since the last time I saw you? Well, you don't know how that person is already feeling. That may make them feel some type way. And then they stop eating. And they start losing weight when they didn't need to. So if you're close to someone and you see that this is happening, then maybe you can say something that will help them to get it all back together, because mental health, again, is no joke. Isolation and disconnection. When you find that person that was outgoing, always laughing, having fun, now they don't want to do that. They just want to be on their own by themselves. That's not good. So anything that you can do to encourage someone, to make them feel like that they are special, they are part of someone loves them, there's someone that cares about them. Do what you can. Do what you can. Say a kind word, give somebody a smile. You never know when the least little thing that you do is helping someone. It may not mean anything to you, but it can mean a whole lot to someone else. So I hope that if you missed part 1, which was, I think, on the second Thursday of this month with, well, I started it out, but it was on the second Thursday of this month. I started out, and then Anastasia Smith and I, on the second, I believe Thursday, did part 2, and I'm finishing up tonight. But if you miss parts 1 or 2, if you go back and get some of those tips as well, or go back and share those 2 sections, this teen mental health at home, and it's helping someone that's close enough for you to tell the difference. So please, 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 I'm asking that you share this information. I think it is worthwhile, and I appreciate everything that you do. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I hope to see you Tuesday. Enjoy your weekend. See you Tuesday. Bye-bye.